The four masculine roles of king, lover, magician, and warrior are archetypes that are shared by men in all cultures. Archetypes are universal patterns of behavior that operate as energy, as potentials, in our collective subconscious. Think, for example, of the hero, the mother, the old wise man, or the Madonna. These four roles represent the needs, strengths, and desires of mature masculinity in men, and are expressed in ways of thinking, knowing, acting, and relating. They are your natural assets as a man. You want to treasure and utilize them. I have introduced these four roles to countless men, and the response is always positive. Men are inspired by these archetypes. Why? Because they represent sleeping potential deep in our psyche, waiting to be awakened. Each role can be expressed in either too strong or too weak way. The extreme expression of a role acts like a virus that corrupts an app. If it's not used wisely, any potential may harm rather than help. At this extreme, your masculinity becomes a liability to yourself and others. Virtue is the balance we find between too much and too little of any quality. The word virtue has Latin roots that mean manliness. It implies that manly means the strength that comes with being balanced. To reach this balance, you need to cultivate self-awareness and watch out for any extreme expression of your masculine roles. Let's keep this in mind as we learn about the identity of each role. The term role means that you can swap hats and act as conditions require it. You are the casting director who chooses the role most relevant to a situation in your family life. For example, you can say to yourself, "This is the moment I need to act as a warrior." While acting a role, you do not take it too seriously, and you do not make it your identity. If you do, that role becomes your ego. Stay the director of your masculine roles. Flexibility is power. Getting into a role is like playing a character. To play characters well, you need to understand how they think and feel. Think of these roles as apps on your smartphone. Once you know them well, you can tap into them and use them as your resource. Each role equips you with a unique set of tools and strategies and gives you an arsenal of characteristics that shows your competence as a husband. When well balanced and applied in the right context, these roles will empower you to use your masculinity to benefit your family.